Hello and welcome. This is Haske TV News. My name is Barry Cletus. Thank you for joining us. On the news, the Taraba State Police Command has successfully rescued 7 kidnapping victims in a daring operation along Marabadonga Road to Takum Road. The victims were freed from the clutches of a notorious kidnapping syndicate operating in the area. The report. On the morning of January 30, 2025 at around 5:45 a.m., a joint operation was launched by the Marabadonga Division Police, supported by local hunters and vigilantes, after receiving credible intelligence. The operation targeted the Zambana Forest, a known hotspot for criminal activities. As the police team confronted the kidnappers, a fierce chase ensued. Unable to withstand the firepower of the security forces, the criminals abandoned their hostages and fled into the forest. The victims, who had been held captive for days, were rescued unharmed. The Taraba State Commissioner of Police, CP Ukachi P. Opara, commended the 4 officers and local collaborators for their swift action. He also called on residents to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activities that in kidnappers. The police are urging the public to stay alert and cooperate in ensuring the safety of all Taraba residents as the fight against kidnapping and other forms of crime continues. Very Cletus, Haske TV News. In a bid to ensure road safety and compliance with national regulations, the Taraba State Police Command has begun enforcing the mandatory third-party motor insurance requirement for all vehicle owners and operators. This follows a directive from the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adeyolu Ogwetokun. This is contained in a statement signed by SP Abdullahi Osman, Taraba State Police Command. The report. Starting from Saturday, February 1st, 2025, the police will be carrying out checks across the state to ensure that all vehicles have the required third-party insurance. The enforcement is part of a nationwide initiative aimed at ensuring that every motorist is covered in case of an accident involving their vehicle. The Commissioner of Police in Taraba State, CP Ukachi P. Opara, has urged all vehicle owners and operators to comply promptly. He warned that those found without the proper insurance could face penalties or sanctions. The Commissioner emphasized that this move is crucial for public safety and urged all motorists to act swiftly to avoid legal consequences. The police are calling on residents to fully support this initiative as they work towards safer roads across the state. Barry Cletus, Haske TV News. The Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, Senator John Eno, says the federal government is committed to balancing trade through policies that support local production while managing imports. He stated this at the Renewed Hope Global Virtual Town Hall Conference 2025 while speaking on the nation's trade strategy. Farida Haq reports.
The minister emphasized the importance of evaluating the country's balance of trade, whether in surplus or deficit when formulating economic. He noted concerns that Nigeria remained an import-dependent economy and reiterated the need to expand and deepen the country's productive capacity to drive export and reduce reliance on foreign goods. He explained that at the end of each fiscal period, the government assessed the country's trade balance to determine policy directions. He assured stakeholders that the government will continue implementing measures to create an enabling environment for industries and improve Nigeria's export potential. Farida Haq, Haske TV News.
We'll now take a break. When we return, Haske TV News will continue. Please stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still Haske TV News with Barry Cages, and now the news continues. The House of Representatives Committee on Communication is interfacing with the leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress to avert the nationwide protest scheduled February 4, 2025 over the 50% hike in telecom tariffs. The Nigerian Communications Commission recently approved a 50% tariff increase for telecommunication companies, citing prevailing operational costs. Miffed by the development, the NLC vowed to embark on a nationwide protest, calling on the federal government and the National Assembly to revert to the old tariff in the interim. The union noted that the rally will serve as a warning on the dangers of imposing such an unfair increase on a struggling population earning a minimum wage of only 70,000 naira, a population that has suffered an outrageous hike in the price of petrol, hikes of food, and hike in electricity tariff among sundry hardship in the past few years. The federal government has announced plans to introduce an annual electricity subsidy of $600 million for all customers from 2025 as part of efforts to reform the power sector. The subsidy, expected to last until 2027, aims to bridge the gap between cost-reflective tariffs and regulated electricity rates, while the government works towards eliminating the metering deficit and enhancing the financial sustainability of power distribution companies. However, the policy is a temporary measure designed to ensure affordability while the government progressively moves towards full cost reflective tariffs. This initiative is part of the National Energy Compact and aligns with Nigeria's border electrification and clean energy transition plans. And that's the news on behalf of the production team. My name is Berry Cletus, inviting you to stay tuned for our subsequent programs. From me is goodbye.